Beautiful souls come. Sit with me for a while. Let the world outside soften its edges. Let the noise of the day fade into a quiet hum. Here, in this gentle space, we will embark on a journey. It is not a journey of grand ambition or hurried success. Instead, it is a quiet exploration of the heart. We are here to talk about a fulfilled life, a life rich with meaning, peace, quiet joy. This is a special time, these golden years, a season for reflection, for slowing down, for nurturing the spirit. We will look at timeless wisdom through a new lens that honors the path we have already walked. This is an invitation to listen deeply, to reflect quietly, to choose small, gentle actions that bring you closer to your own sense of peace. We are not here to chase what the world calls success. We are here to uncover what fulfillment means to you right now. A journey for those who have gathered decades of experience. True wealth is not measured in gold, moments of connection, quiet contentment, wisdom only time can bestow. This is for you. We will be your companions on this path. Think of this as a conversation with an old friend. A friend who sees the beauty in your story. A friend who knows the strength you carry. Together, we will walk through 17 calm steps. Each step, a stepping stone across a clear, gentle stream. Each step brings you closer to a life that feels authentic and deeply satisfying. There is no rush here. The goal, a little more peace, a little more clarity, a little more joy with each passing day. Growth doesn't end at a certain age. It changes form. Less about striving, more about being. Less about conquering mountains, more about tending the garden of our soul. This journey is for those of us 50 and over. Not a race, a meandering walk toward the horizon. Here we will find practical wisdom, spiritual comfort, a way to live our remaining years with grace, purpose, a profound sense of fulfillment. Nearly a century ago, a man named Napoleon Hill charted a map. He called it the 17 Principles of Success. His work was born from a world of industry ambition, relentless drive. It was a guide for building fortunes and empires. But wisdom, like a great river, changes its course over time. It finds new channels and nourishes new landscapes. Today, we will take Hill's timeless map and redraw it for a different kind of journey. A journey not of material wealth, but of spiritual richness. We are reimagining his principles for the landscape of our later years. We will gently reinterpret these powerful ideas. We will see how they can guide us toward a life of calm and meaning. What was once about a definiteness of purpose and career, we will now explore as a quiet, evolving legacy. What was once faith in achieving great riches, we will see as a steady, unwavering trust in our own life's journey. Each principle will be transformed. It will be softened. It will be made to fit the contours of a life that has already known struggle, joy, loss, love. This is not about rewriting history, but about finding its echo in our present. Our audience is a special one. It is you, who have raised families, built careers, and navigated the unpredictable currents of life. You who now stand at a vantage point, looking back with wisdom and forward with curiosity. This journey is for those who are 50, 60, 70, and beyond. It is for the souls who are ready to trade the hustle for harmony, for those who seek to cultivate an inner world that is as beautiful and serene as a well-tended garden. We are speaking to the part of you that yearns for peace, for connection, and for a deeper understanding of your own place in the world. The visual tone of our journey will match its gentle spirit. Imagine slow, sweeping scenes of nature, the sun rising over a misty lake, the patient unfolding of a flower's petals, the soft, warm light of late afternoon filtering through ancient trees. We will see thoughtful close-ups, hands planting a seed, the lines of wisdom on a smiling face, steam rising from a warm cup of tea. These images are not just decoration, they are part of the meditation. They are here to help you breathe deeper, to slow your thoughts, and to connect with the simple, profound beauty that surrounds us all. Our path will follow a simple, repeating rhythm. It is a rhythm designed to be both calming and practical. This structure is the gentle heartbeat of our journey. It provides a clear and easy way to engage with each idea without feeling overwhelmed. It is a process of gentle absorption, thoughtful consideration, and simple, concrete application. This method ensures our time together is not just inspiring, but truly transformative in small, manageable ways. First, we will begin with a quote. Each principle will be introduced with a timeless piece of wisdom. It might be a line from Napoleon Hill himself, or from another great thinker, or a poet, or a philosopher. This quote will act as a key. It will unlock the door to the principle we are about to explore. It serves as a single, powerful thought to hold in your mind, a seed of an idea that we will then water and tend to. The quote sets the tone, offering a moment of pure, focused inspiration before we delve deeper into its meaning for our lives today. Next, we will reflect. This is the heart of our exploration. My voice will guide you through a gentle, poetic interpretation. How does this idea change after 50? What does persistence look like when it's gentle? How can we find our purpose, not in a grand career, but in small, daily acts of love and contribution? This reflection is a shared meditation, a chance to connect the universal wisdom to your personal story, your memories, and your hopes for the future. Finally, we will act. Wisdom is most powerful when it is lived. After each reflection, we will offer simple, practical takeaways. These are not demanding tasks. They are small, gentle invitations to action. A journaling prompt to explore your thoughts. A simple affirmation to repeat during your day. A suggestion for a quiet activity, like a walk in nature or a conversation with a friend. These small acts are the bridge between insight and daily life. They are how we weave these principles into the fabric of our being, creating a life of calm, purpose, and lasting fulfillment, one gentle step at a time. Welcome to the first act of our journey. Here, we lay the foundation. Think of it as preparing the soil. Before planting a garden, these first principles are the essential nutrients for a life of quiet fulfillment. They are the bedrock upon which we can build a house of peace, a sanctuary for the soul in these golden years. We will not rush. We will take our time with each idea, letting it settle into our hearts like soft rain on thirsty ground. These are principles of inner alignment. They guide us to look inward first, to understand our own landscape before shaping the world around us. In this first act, we will explore 6 fundamental concepts: definiteness of purpose, faith, auto-suggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning. Each principle is a light, illuminating the path ahead. These ideas are not about striving for more. They are about becoming more present, more peaceful, more aligned with the person you have always been. In our youth, these principles might have been tools for ambition. Now, their purpose shifts. They become tools for introspection. They help us understand our legacy, to find meaning in everyday moments, to cultivate deep and abiding contentment no external achievement can provide. So, let us begin. Let us take our first steps together into this gentle exploration. Remember our rhythm. Quote, reflect, act. We will listen to a piece of wisdom. We will consider its meaning for our lives today, and we will find a small, simple way to bring that wisdom into our world. There is no pressure here, only a quiet invitation to open your heart and mind. Let these first principles be your guide as you build a foundation of unshakable inner peace, one calm thought, one gentle action at a time. Section 2, Principle 1, Definiteness of Purpose, your North Star. Our first principle is definiteness of purpose. In the world of Napoleon Hill, this was the starting point of all achievement. It was the unwavering focus on a single, ambitious goal. For us, in this season of life, the meaning softens. It becomes something quieter, yet even more profound. It is no longer about a mountain we must conquer. It is about the North Star that guides us home. It is the quiet, steady why that gives meaning to our days. It's the reason we get out of bed in the morning, not with a sense of duty, but with a sense of gentle intention. This purpose is not a grand, singular ambition. It may not be a career or a project that the world will see. Instead, our purpose now can be found in the small, consistent acts of love and contribution. It might be the purpose of being a steadfast grandparent, a keeper of family stories, tending a small garden, creating a pocket of beauty in the world, sharing your life's wisdom with a friend, being a calm, peaceful presence in a chaotic world. Your purpose is uniquely yours. Think of your life as a great ship that has sailed many seas. It has weathered storms. It has basked in calm waters. Now you are the captain in a gentler ocean. Definiteness of purpose is the rudder that keeps your ship steady. It is not about reaching a new and distant shore with speed. It is about navigating your current waters with grace and intention. It is the deep, inner knowing of what matters most to you now. It is the core value that informs your choices, from how you spend your morning to whom you share your time with. It simplifies everything. This principle invites us to look inward and ask a gentle question. What truly matters to me now? What brings me a sense of quiet joy and meaning? The answer may not come all at once. It may unfold slowly, like a sunrise. By simply holding the question in our hearts, we begin to align with our inner truth. This is not a purpose to be achieved, but a purpose to be lived, day by day, moment by moment. It is the quiet hum beneath the surface of our lives, the gentle current that carries us forward. Let us begin with a quote. The poet Mary Oliver once asked, "Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" This question is not a demand for a grand plan. It is a gentle nudge. It asks us to consider the preciousness of our time. It reminds us that every day is a gift. In our later years, this question becomes even more poignant. It is not about planning a future of endless striving. It is about choosing how to live, with intention and love, in the here and now. It is about honoring the wild and precious life we have already lived, and the one we are living today. Now let us reflect on this. In our youth, we might have answered that question with a list of goals: a career, a family, a home. We were building the structure of our lives. Now, the structure is built. We stand within the home we have created over decades. The question shifts. It is no longer what will I build, but how will I live within these walls? How will I fill these rooms with warmth, with peace, with love? Your purpose now is about the quality of your presence. It is about the legacy of feeling you leave behind in the hearts of others. It is about finding the sacred in the ordinary day. Your purpose might be as simple as being the person your grandchildren run to for a hug. It might be mentoring a younger person, sharing the hard-won lessons of your life. It could be creating something beautiful with your hands, a painting, a quilt, or a loaf of bread. This purpose does not need a title or a business card. It needs only to be felt in your heart. It is the thing that makes you feel connected, useful, and alive. It is the thread of meaning that you weave through the fabric of your days, making the whole tapestry shine. And now, let us act. Here are 2 gentle ways to connect with your purpose. First, take a few quiet moments with a journal. Right at the top of the page. Mary Oliver's question. What is it I plan to do with my one wild and precious life? Don't try to answer it perfectly. Just write down whatever comes to mind. What small joys do you cherish? What acts of kindness make you feel good? Who do you love to spend time with? Second, for the next 3 days, choose one small, purposeful action each morning. Making a phone call to a friend, spending 10 minutes in your garden, or reading a chapter of a meaningful book. Notice how it feels. Our second principle is faith. When Napoleon Hill wrote of faith, he meant an unshakable belief in one's ability to achieve a specific goal, often a material one. It was a force of will, a powerful certainty. For us, faith takes on a different texture. It becomes softer, more expansive. It is less about believing you can achieve a specific outcome, and more about trusting the flow of life itself. It is the quiet confidence that even when you cannot see around the bend in the river, the water is carrying you exactly where you need to go. It is a letting go of control. This kind of faith is born from experience. You have lived long enough to know that life is not a straight line. You have seen plans fall apart only to lead to unexpected blessings. You have faced losses that you thought you could not survive, yet here you are, still standing, with a heart that has learned to hold both grief and joy. Grief, joy. This faith is not blind, it is wise. It is a deep, embodied knowing that you are resilient. It is the trust that you have the inner resources to navigate whatever comes your way. It is faith in your own strength, your own wisdom, your own journey. Think of faith as an anchor. But it is not a heavy anchor that holds you stuck in one place. It is a sea anchor, a device that keeps a vessel steady in rough waters, allowing it to drift safely with the current rather than being tossed about by the waves. This faith keeps you centered. It allows you to face uncertainty, not with fear, but with a calm and open heart. It is the quiet whisper in your soul that says, "All is well. All will be well." This faith is not about expecting life to be easy. It is about trusting that you can handle it when it is not. This principle invites us to release our grip. We spend so much of our lives trying to control outcomes, to force life into the shape we desire. In our later years, we have the opportunity to learn a new way. A way of partnership with life. A way of trusting that there is a larger wisdom at play. This faith is a profound source of peace. It frees us from the exhausting burden of worry and anxiety. It allows us to relax into the present moment, knowing that we are held, that we are guided, and that our journey is unfolding in its own perfect time. Section 5. Principle 2. Quote, reflect, act. Let us hold a quote in our minds. The philosopher Lao Tzu wrote, "Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like." These words are a profound invitation to peace. They speak directly to the kind of faith we are cultivating now. It is a faith that does not fight against the current of life, but learns to flow with it. It is the wisdom to know that our resistance is often the source of our greatest suffering. To let go is to find freedom. Now, let us reflect on this. Think of all the energy you have spent in your life resisting what is, worrying about the future, regretting the past, trying to change people or circumstances that were beyond your control. It is exhausting. Lao Tzu offers us a different path, the path of acceptance. This does not mean resignation or passivity. It means seeing reality clearly, without judgment, and then choosing to respond with wisdom and grace. It is the faith that even if the changes are not what you wanted, you can find a way to navigate them. It is trusting the river. This kind of faith is a practice. It is something we choose again and again, every day. When a plan is canceled, can we see it as an opportunity for rest, rather than a frustration? When a physical limitation appears, can we meet it with kindness and adaptation, rather than with anger? This is not easy. It requires a gentle but persistent shift in our mindset. It is the shift from, "This shouldn't be happening," to, "This is happening, and I will find my way through." This is the practice of letting reality be reality. It is the foundation of a truly serene life. And now, let us act. First, find a comfortable place to sit for a few minutes. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. With each exhale, imagine you are letting go of one thing you are trying to control. It could be a worry about a loved one. It could be a frustration with your body. Or it could be a regret about the past. Just for this moment, let it go. Let it float away on your breath. Second, the next time something small and unexpected happens, a traffic jam, a spilled glass of water, pause. Take a breath. Say to yourself, "Let it be." Notice how this small act of acceptance changes your inner state. Section 6, Principle 3. Autosuggestion. The inner gardener. Our third principle is autosuggestion. Napoleon Hill described this as the way to influence the subconscious mind, to plant the seeds of belief that would grow into reality. He saw it as a powerful tool for programming success. For our journey, we will think of autosuggestion in a simpler, kinder way. We will see it as the practice of being our own inner gardener. It is about consciously choosing the thoughts we plant and nurture in the garden of our minds. It is the gentle, consistent practice of speaking to ourselves with the kindness and encouragement we would offer to a beloved friend. For many of us, our inner voice has been a harsh critic for decades. It has pointed out our flaws, replayed our mistakes, and filled us with doubt. We may not even notice it anymore. It is just the background noise of our minds. But this inner dialogue has a profound effect on our peace and happiness. Autosuggestion, in our reimagined sense, is the act of consciously changing that dialogue. It is about pulling the weeds of self-criticism and planting the flowers of self-compassion. It is about learning to become our own greatest ally. Think about the words you use with yourself. Are they kind? Are they patient? Are they forgiving? Or are they demanding? Are they impatient? Are they judgmental? Autosuggestion is the simple practice of introducing new words, new phrases, new thoughts. It can be as simple as starting the day with a gentle affirmation. I will be kind to myself today. Or I am doing the best I can. These are not grand declarations meant to magically change our lives. They are small seeds of kindness. Planted consistently, they can transform the entire landscape of our inner world. This is not about denying reality or pretending that everything is perfect. It is about choosing our focus. We can focus on what is wrong, or we can focus on what is right. We can focus on our limitations, or we can focus on our strengths. Autosuggestion is the gentle steering of our attention toward thoughts that nourish us, that give us strength, and that bring us peace. It is a quiet, internal revolution. It is the act of taking responsibility for our own inner climate and choosing to make it a place of warmth, light, and gentle growth. Section 7. Principle 3. Quote, reflect, act. Let us start with a beautiful quote from the Buddhist monk, Thich Nhat Hanh. He said, "To be beautiful means to be yourself." You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. These words are a balm for the soul. They release us from the lifelong burden of seeking approval. They point us back to the source of all true contentment, self-acceptance. This is the heart of autosuggestion for our later years. It is the practice of whispering to our own hearts, "You are enough, just as you are." It is a radical act of love. Now, let us reflect on this. How much of our lives has been shaped by the need for acceptance? From our parents, our teachers, our peers, our partners, our employers. We learned early on to present a certain version of ourselves to the world. But now, in the quiet of our later years, we have the chance to let that mask fall away. We have the chance to simply be ourselves. And the first person who needs to accept that authentic self is you. You must become the safe harbor for your own being. The practice of autosuggestion is how we teach ourselves this acceptance. When the old voice of criticism arises, "You are not smart enough, you are a burden. You should have done better," we can meet it with a new voice. A voice that says, "Thank you for sharing, but I choose to believe I am worthy of love and acceptance just as I am." It is a gentle but firm redirection. It is like training a puppy. We don't scold it for wandering off. We gently guide it back to where we want it to be. We are gently guiding our own minds back to a place of self-love. And now, let us act. Here are 2 simple ways to practice being your own inner gardener. First, create a simple, loving affirmation for yourself. I accept myself completely. I am at peace. I treat myself with kindness. Write it on a small piece of paper and place it where you will see it every day. On your bathroom mirror, by your bedside, on your refrigerator. Second, for one day, pay close attention to your inner dialogue. Don't judge it. Just notice it. At the end of the day, write down one critical thought you had, and then write down a kinder, more accepting thought you could have chosen instead. This is the simple act of planting a new seed. Section 8. Principles 4, 5, and 6. A gentle trio. Wisdom, imagination, planning a close-up of an old photo album, hand sketching, and a clean weekly calendar. We now arrive at a trio of principles that work together beautifully in our later years: specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning. In Hill's original work, these were the tools for building a career. Specialized knowledge was your trade. Imagination was for creating new products or services. And organized planning was the strategic blueprint for success. For us, this trio takes on a much gentler, more personal meaning. They become the tools for crafting a life of quiet creativity, meaning, and simple flowing structure. They are about honoring our past, dreaming for our present, and simplifying our future. First, let's consider specialized knowledge. Your specialized knowledge is no longer just your professional skill set. It is your life's wisdom. It is everything you have learned about love, loss, resilience, joy. It is the knowledge of how to soothe a crying child, how to bake your grandmother's bread, how to listen with an open heart. This is a treasure trove of immense value. This principle invites us to honor this knowledge. See it not as obsolete, but as the rich, fertile soil from which our current life grows. It is a wisdom that can be shared, savored, celebrated. Next is imagination. Our imagination may no longer be focused on inventing the next big thing. Instead, it becomes a tool for quiet creativity and gentle problem solving. It is the imagination that sees a new layout for the garden, that dreams up a new story to tell a grandchild, or that visualizes a peaceful and healing conversation with a loved one. It is the ability to see possibilities for joy and beauty in our everyday lives. It is the inner artist, writer, dreamer. It is the source of our creative spirit, which never ages. Finally, there is organized planning. This is not about rigid schedules and 5-year plans. It is about creating a simple, flexible structure that supports our peace and well-being. It is about planning for simplicity. Perhaps it's planning a weekly menu to make grocery shopping easier, or organizing a closet to create a sense of calm and order. It may be planning one social outing each week to ensure connection. This kind of planning is not a cage, it is a trellis. It provides gentle support, allowing our days to unfold with more ease and less stress, leaving more room for spontaneity and joy. Together, this trio helps us live with wisdom, creativity, and ease. Table of Contents, Part 3. Act 2, Principles 7 through 12. 1. Act 2, The Art of Gentle Action. 2. Principle 7, Decision, the Calm of Clarity. 3. Principle 7, Quote, Reflect, Act. 4. Principle 8, Persistence, a gentle, steady stream. 5. Principle 8, Quote, Reflect, Act. 6. Principle 9, Power of the Mastermind, the Warmth of Community. 7. Principle 10, The Mystery of Sex, Transmuted, Channeling Passion into Meaning. 8. Principles 11 and 12, The Inner World, the Subconscious Mind, and the Brain. Section 1. Act 2, The Art of Gentle Action. Welcome to the second act of our shared journey. In our first act, we laid the foundation. We prepared the soil of our inner world. Now we begin to plant. We begin to act. But this is not action in the way the world often defines it, full of hustle, effort, and strain. This is the art of gentle action. It is about moving through life with intention, but also with ease. It is about making choices and commitments that align with our deepest, quietest selves. These next principles guide us from the inner world of thought and feeling into the outer world of doing and being. In this second act, we will explore a new set of principles from 7 to 12. Decision, finding clarity in a world of noise. Persistence, not as a struggle, but as a gentle, consistent flow. We will discover the warmth of community in the power of the mastermind. We will reinterpret the powerful energy of the mystery of sex transmuted, channeling our life's passion into new and meaningful forms. And finally, we will tend to our inner landscape by understanding the subconscious mind and the brain as gardens that need our gentle care. These principles are about engagement. They are about how we interact with our own energy, with others, and with the world around us. In our younger years, these might have been principles of force. We made bold decisions. We persisted through sheer will. We built networks to climb higher. Now, the quality of our action changes. It becomes less about force and more about flow, less about conquering and more about connecting. We are learning to dance with life, not to wrestle with it. We are learning that the most powerful actions are often the quietest ones. So let us step forward into this new act with open hearts. The foundation of peace we have built will support us as we learn to move in new ways. Remember our gentle rhythm. Quote, reflect, act. We will listen for wisdom. We will reflect on its meaning for this season of life, and we will choose small, graceful actions that bring this wisdom into our days. There is no need to push. There is only the invitation to move with the gentle current of your own life, finding fulfillment not in the destination, but in the beauty of each step. Section 2. Principle 7. Decision. The calm of clarity. Our 7th principle is decision. Napoleon Hill saw decision as a hallmark of all successful people. He spoke of the power of making decisions quickly and firmly and changing them slowly. For us, the emphasis shifts from speed to clarity. In our later years, decision is not about a rushed, forceful choice. It is about arriving at a place of calm clarity. It is the peaceful state of knowing what is right for you, free from the pressure of outside opinions or expectations. It is the quiet confidence that comes from listening deeply to your own inner wisdom before you choose a path. We have lived long enough to know the weight of indecision, the endless turning over of options, the worry about making the wrong choice. This principle invites us to a new way of being. It invites us to trust that the wisdom we have gathered over a lifetime is a reliable guide. We no longer need to poll everyone around us for their opinion. We have our own counsel. The power of decision, for us, is the power to say a gentle no to what drains our spirit, and a quiet, confident yes to what nourishes it. It is an act of profound self-respect. Think of a foggy morning. The world is blurry, and it is hard to see the way forward. Indecision is like that fog. It clouds our minds and drains our energy. Making a decision, even a small one, is like the sun beginning to burn through that fog. It creates clarity. It allows us to see the next step. In this season of life, our decisions may not be about changing careers or moving across the country. They may be smaller, but they are no less significant. Deciding to join a weekly walking group, deciding to finally learn that new skill, deciding to forgive an old hurt. This principle is about reclaiming our own authority. It is about trusting ourselves. When we make a clear decision that is aligned with our values, a sense of peace descends. The inner chatter quiets down. We create a solid ground on which to stand. We are no longer tossed about by the winds of doubt or the opinions of others. We are centered. We are calm. This is the true power of decision in our golden years. Not the force of the choice, but the deep, abiding peace that comes from the clarity it brings. Section 3, Principle 7, quote, reflect, act. Let us begin with a quote from Albert Camus. In the midst of winter, I found there was, within me, an invincible summer. These words point to an inner strength, a core of warmth and light inside us. This inner warmth is the source of our best decisions. When we connect with that invincible summer, we find clarity and courage to choose paths that honor our light. Decisions then come from warmth, not fear or duty. Now reflect with me. Think of the winters you have faced. Loss, confusion, hardship. You survived them. In surviving, you discovered your invincible summer. You found resilience. You found strength. You found a deep well of wisdom. Choosing from that place feels different. It's not a frantic search for answers outside. It's a quiet, listening to the answer already within. That inner summer is your compass. When faced with a choice, big or small, pause and turn inward. Which option feels more like warmth? Which choice feels more like light? Which path lets your invincible summer shine more brightly? The answer may not be the most logical. It may not be what others would choose for you, but it will be your truth. Choosing your truth leads to peace and fulfillment. It is the ultimate act of trusting yourself. Now, let us act. 2 gentle practices. First, for a small decision, dinner or a walk. Pause for 30 seconds. Close your eyes. Place a hand on your heart and ask, what does my inner wisdom say? Listen for the quietest, gentlest feeling, not the loudest thought. Second, think of one small, lingering indecision, clearing out a closet, calling an old friend. Today, make a gentle decision. Write it down. I decide to feel the clarity that comes from making the choice. Our 8th principle is persistence. In the lexicon of ambition, persistence is about grit. It is about pushing through obstacles, working tirelessly, and never giving up, no matter the cost. It can be an exhausting, relentless force. For us, in this gentler season of life, we will redefine persistence. It is no longer a battering ram against a locked door. It is a gentle, steady stream of water. It is not about force, but about consistency. It is the quiet, daily return to the things that matter, the small, repeated actions that, over time, carve canyons of beauty and meaning into our lives. This new persistence is fueled not by willpower, but by love. We persist not because we have to, but because we want to. We persist in our daily walk because we love the feeling of the fresh air on our skin. We persist in our creative hobby because we love the quiet joy of making something with our hands. We persist in reaching out to our loved ones because we cherish the connection. This is a joyful persistence. It is a pulling toward, not a pushing against. It is born of alignment with our purpose and our values. Think of the difference between a frantic sprint and a leisurely daily walk. The sprint leaves you breathless and depleted. The daily walk strengthens you, clears your mind, and becomes a cherished ritual of peace. Our persistence now is like that daily walk. It is sustainable. It is nourishing. It is gentle on our bodies and our spirits. It is the understanding that small, consistent efforts have a profound, cumulative power. A few lines written in a journal each day become a memoir. A few stitches knitted each evening become a blanket. A few kind words spoken each day build a legacy of love. This principle invites us to embrace the power of a little and often. It frees us from the all-or-nothing thinking that so often leads to burnout and giving up. You don't need to meditate for an hour a day. 5 minutes of quiet breathing is a powerful act of persistence. You don't need to overhaul your entire life in a week. One small positive change, practiced consistently, will create lasting transformation. This is a kinder, wiser way to move toward our goals. It is the gentle persistence of the stream, which always eventually finds its way to the sea. Section 5. Principle 8. Quote, reflect, act. Let us hold in our minds a beautiful piece of wisdom from an ancient Chinese proverb. It says, the person who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. This image is the perfect embodiment of gentle persistence. It releases us from the overwhelming idea that we must accomplish great things all at once. It reminds us that every monumental achievement is simply the result of a long series of small, manageable actions. It gives us permission to focus only on the single stone in our hands today, trusting that it is enough. It makes the impossible feel possible. Now, let us reflect on this. How often have we been paralyzed by the size of a goal? We want to get healthier, or learn a new language, or write our life story, and the mountain looks so impossibly high that we never even take the first step. This proverb invites us to shift our focus. Don't look at the mountain, just look at the small stone at your feet. What is one small thing you can do today? Can you go for a 10-minute walk? Can you learn 5 new words? Can you write 1 paragraph? That is all that is required. This approach transforms our relationship with our goals. It turns them from sources of pressure and anxiety into sources of quiet, daily satisfaction. Each small stone we carry is a victory. It is a moment of success. This builds a gentle momentum, a positive feedback loop of accomplishment that makes it easier to pick up the next stone tomorrow. We are no longer trying to conquer the mountain. We are simply engaging in the gentle, rhythmic, and deeply satisfying process of carrying small stones. And one day, we will look back and be amazed at how far we have come. And now, let us act. Here are 2 gentle ways to practice this form of persistence. First, choose one mountain in your life, a goal that feels a bit overwhelming. Now, identify just one small stone. What is the absolute smallest, easiest first step you could take? Write it down and do it today. Celebrate that small victory. Second, for the next week, choose one small, positive habit you'd like to cultivate. It could be 5 minutes of stretching, drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, or reading a poem before bed. Just focus on doing that one small thing each day. That is gentle persistence in action. Our 9th principle is the power of the mastermind. Napoleon Hill defined this as a friendly alliance of 2 or more people who work together in a spirit of perfect harmony to achieve a common goal. For him, it was a powerful tool for business and financial success. For us, in this chapter of life, the mastermind principle transforms into something warmer, more fundamental. It is the power of true community. It is the life-affirming energy we receive from gathering with kindred spirits, not to achieve a goal, but simply to share our journey, our stories, our laughter, our support. This is the warmth of friends who have known you for decades. It is the easy camaraderie of a book club, a walking group, or a choir. It is the deep, unspoken understanding between you and a loved one. In these gatherings, a special kind of magic happens. When we share our thoughts and feelings in a safe and supportive space, our burdens feel lighter and our joys feel brighter. We see our own lives reflected in the stories of others, and we feel less alone. This is not a strategic alliance. It is a soul-level connection. It is the human need for belonging, met with grace. Think of a fire on a cold night. A single ember, on its own, will quickly grow cold and die out. But when you gather several embers together, they share their heat. They create a strong, steady flame that can warm everyone around it. Our mastermind communities are like that fire. They are where we go to be warmed, to have our own inner light rekindled by the light of others. The collective wisdom, experience, and compassion of the group create an energy that is far greater than the sum of its parts. It is a sanctuary for the spirit. This principle invites us to consciously nurture these connections. In a world that can sometimes feel isolating, especially as we age, creating and maintaining our communities is a vital act of self-care. It is about making the phone call, sending the email, organizing the coffee date. It is about showing up for others and allowing them to show up for you. It is about recognizing that our well-being is not just an individual pursuit, but something we create together. The power of the mastermind for us is simply the profound and healing power of friendship. Our 10th principle is one of Hill's most intriguing, the mystery of sex transmutation. He believed that the powerful energy of our sexual desire was the most potent creative force we possess. He taught that this energy, when transmuted or redirected, could be channeled into achieving great success in business, art, or any other field. For our journey, we will gently reinterpret this profound idea. We will see it not just as sexual energy, but as our life force itself, our passion, our enthusiasm, our deep desire to connect and create. Transmutation, for us, is the art of channeling this lifelong passion into new forms of meaning and contribution. As we age, the expression of our life force naturally changes. The fiery passion of youth may mellow into a warm, glowing ember, but the energy itself does not disappear. It is still there, a deep well of vitality within us. This principle invites us to find new rivers for this powerful current to flow into. The same passion that once built a career or raised a family can now be channeled into mentoring a young person, advocating for a cause you believe in, or creating a beautiful garden. It is about taking the love and energy that define you and giving it a new purpose. Think of your life's passion as a powerful light. In your younger years, that light may have been focused like a spotlight on specific goals. Now, you have the opportunity to change the lens. You can let that light become a warm, radiant glow that illuminates everything around you. The passion for detail that made you a great accountant can be transmuted into the patient art of genealogy. The desire to nurture that guided you as a parent can be channeled into volunteering at an animal shelter. The energy is the same, only its expression has changed. This is a beautiful and creative process. It asks us to look at the core passions that have driven us throughout our lives and ask a new question. How does this energy want to express itself through me now? It is about honoring the fire within, not letting it die out. It is about understanding that our capacity for passion, for creativity, for deep, meaningful engagement with life does not diminish with age. It simply evolves. By consciously channeling this energy, we remain vibrant, engaged, and deeply alive, contributing our unique light to the world in new and beautiful ways. We conclude this act with a pair of principles that take us deep into our inner world: the subconscious mind and the brain. Napoleon Hill saw the subconscious as the fertile ground where the seeds of our dominant thoughts would grow, and the brain as a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. For us, these two principles merge into a single, beautiful invitation to become gentle caretakers of our own minds. We will see the subconscious as the vast, quiet library of our life's memories and habits, and the brain as the living garden we must tend with care and kindness each day. The subconscious mind for us is the storehouse of a lifetime. It holds every experience, every lesson, every joy, every sorrow. It is the source of our intuition, our ingrained habits, and our automatic emotional responses. We cannot control it directly, but we can influence it. The practices we have already discussed, autosuggestion, decision, persistence, are all ways of gently communicating with this deep part of ourselves. By feeding it with kindness, clarity, and positive intention, we can slowly help to heal old wounds and reinforce habits that lead to peace. It is about befriending this deep, quiet part of our own being. The brain, then, is the physical garden where these seeds sprout. We now know so much more about brain health than in Hill's time. We know that, like a garden, our brain needs the right conditions to thrive. It needs good soil, nutritious food, and proper hydration. It needs sunlight, new learning and social engagement. It needs water, quality sleep, which allows it to clear out waste and consolidate memories. And it needs to be weeded through practices like mindfulness and meditation, which help to quiet the frantic, anxious thoughts that can choke out our peace. Tending to this inner world is perhaps the most important work of our later years. It is the foundation of our well-being. This gentle duo of principles invites us to be active and loving gardeners of our minds. It encourages us to engage in brain-healthy activities, doing puzzles, reading, learning a new instrument, having a deep conversation with a friend. It reminds us of the profound importance of sleep and rest. It is about treating our minds not as machines that are wearing out, but as living, precious gardens that, with gentle care, can continue to blossom with wisdom, clarity, and joy for the rest of our lives. Welcome to the third and final act of our gentle exploration. We have laid our foundation of inner peace. We have practiced the art of gentle action. Now we arrive at the harvest. This is the season where the seeds we have planted begin to yield their most profound gifts. These final principles are not about striving for something new, but about realizing and embodying the wisdom we have cultivated over a lifetime. They are the principles of deep insight, emotional freedom, and lasting contribution. They represent the beautiful culmination of a life lived with awareness and heart. In this concluding act, we will walk through the final 5 principles. We will start by listening to the sixth sense, our inner guidance system. We will then learn to transform our relationship with fear, seeing it not as an enemy, but as a gentle companion to be understood. We will explore the habit of saving, not just of money, but of our precious energy and peace of mind. We will embrace the spirit of cooperation. And finally, we will find our ultimate fulfillment in the principle of contribution, understanding our legacy as the love and wisdom we leave behind. These principles are the fruits of a well-tended inner garden. They are less about doing and more about being. In our youth, we sought answers from the outside world. We looked to experts, books, mentors. Now, in the quiet wisdom of our later years, we learn to trust the answers that arise from within. We have lived enough life to have our own deep well of knowledge. This final act is about drawing from that well. It is about trusting our own intuition, managing our inner state with grace, and turning our focus outward in gentle service to the world. Let us begin this final part of our journey with a sense of peaceful arrival. We have traveled far. We have learned much. Now is the time to gather the harvest. As always, we will move with our gentle rhythm. Quote, reflect, act. Our 13th principle is perhaps the most mystical, the sixth sense. Napoleon Hill described it as the pinnacle of his philosophy, a state where the subconscious mind connects with a universal intelligence, delivering flashes of insight, hunches, inspiration. He saw it as a kind of creative genius. For our journey, we will gently peel back the layers of mystery and see this sixth sense in a more personal, accessible light. It is your quiet inner guidance. It is your intuition. It is that deep gut feeling, that quiet knowing that has guided you through countless moments in your life. This inner guidance is not loud or demanding. It does not shout.
It whispers.
It tells you to call a friend you haven't spoken to in ages, only to find they needed to hear your voice. It nudges you to take a different route home, avoiding a traffic jam you did not know was there. It brings an inexplicable sense of peace when you decide in alignment with your deepest truth, even if it does not make logical sense. This sixth sense is the wisdom of your soul communicating directly with you. After decades of life, this sense is often more finely tuned. You have a vast library of experiences, emotions, and patterns stored in your subconscious. Your intuition has had a lifetime of data to learn from. It recognizes subtleties your conscious mind might miss. The challenge in our noisy modern world is not having guidance, but creating enough quiet to hear it. This principle invites us to slow down, turn down the volume of the outside world, and listen to the soft, steady voice within. Trusting this sixth sense is an act of profound self-faith. It is the culmination of all the principles we've discussed. When you have a clear purpose, when you trust the flow of life, when you speak kindly to yourself, when you make clear decisions, you create the inner stillness necessary for intuition to arise. It is the voice of your most authentic self. Learning to listen and honor it is one of the greatest gifts of the golden years. The path to a life that feels less like a struggle and more like a graceful, guided dance. Let us begin with a beautiful and simple quote from the spiritual teacher, Ram Dass. He said, "The quieter you become, the more you can hear." This is the essential instruction for cultivating our sixth sense. It is not something we can force or strive for. It is not another goal to achieve. It is a natural consequence of inner stillness. The wisdom we seek, the guidance we need, is already present. Our task is simply to create the quiet space in which it can be heard. This quote is a gentle reminder that the most profound answers are often found not in action, but in silence. Now, let us reflect on this. Think about your life. The moments of greatest clarity, did they come in the midst of a frantic rush or in a moment of quiet? Perhaps on a long walk, or while sitting with a cup of tea in the early morning, or just before falling asleep. The truth is, our inner guidance is always speaking, but our minds are often too busy to listen. We are distracted by the television, by the news, by our own looping thoughts of worry and planning. Ram Dass's words invite us to intentionally carve out moments of quiet in our day. Create sanctuaries of silence where our intuition can speak. This practice of becoming quiet is a radical act in our modern world. It is a choice to turn away from the constant stimulation and to turn inward. It can be as simple as sitting in a chair for 5 minutes without any distractions, just noticing your breath. It can be a walk in nature without your phone. It can be the practice of mindful dishwashing, focusing only on the feeling of the warm water and the soap. In these small pockets of silence, we create a clearing. And into that clearing, the quiet voice of our sixth sense can finally step forward and be heard, offering the guidance we need. And now, let us act. Here are 2 gentle ways to practice becoming quieter. First, schedule 5 minutes of silence into your day. Treat it like an important appointment. Set a timer, find a comfortable spot, and simply sit. You don't have to do anything. Just be quiet and notice what you feel. Second, the next time you have a small choice to make, instead of thinking it through, try feeling it through. After a moment of quiet, ask your body, which choice feels lighter? Which choice feels more peaceful? Listen for the subtle, nonverbal answer from your inner guidance system. Our 14th principle asks us to look at something we've long tried to avoid: fear. Napoleon Hill listed the 6 basic fears: fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love, fear of old age, and fear of death. He taught his students to conquer and eliminate them. For our journey, we'll take a different, gentler approach. See fear not as an enemy to be vanquished, but as a constant companion to be acknowledged, understood, and befriended. It's part of the human experience. Fighting it only gives it more power. As we age, the nature of our fears may change. The fear of career failure might be replaced by the fear of declining health. The fear of not finding a partner may be replaced by the fear of losing one. These fears are real. They are valid. They arise from our deep love for life and our attachment to the people and the world we know. To pretend they do not exist is to deny a fundamental part of our own hearts. This principle asks us to stop running, to turn around, and to look fear gently in the eye. Think of fear as a small, anxious child who lives inside you. If you ignore the child or yell at it to be quiet, it will only cry louder. It wants to be seen. It wants to be heard. It wants to be reassured. When a fear arises, a worry about a doctor's appointment, a pang of anxiety about the future, we can learn to pause and speak to it internally. We can say, "I see you. I hear you. Thank you for trying to protect me. I am here with you, and we will get through this together." This simple act of acknowledgement can be profoundly calming. It takes the power out of the fear. This approach transforms our relationship with this powerful emotion. Fear no longer has to be a terrifying monster that paralyzes us. It can become a signal, a source of information. It points to what we care about most deeply. By meeting it with gentle awareness and self-compassion, we can learn to hold it without letting it control us. We can feel the fear and still choose to live with an open, courageous, and loving heart. Let us begin with a profound quote from the author and Buddhist nun, Pema Chodron. She wrote, "Fear is a natural reaction to moving closer to the truth." This reframes fear. Fear is not a sign we're doing something wrong. It might mean we're moving toward something real and important. It's the ego's resistance to change, vulnerability, and the unknown. Sometimes fear means we're on the verge of a breakthrough, a deeper understanding, a more authentic life. It's a sign we're awake and alive. Now, let us reflect. Think back on major moments of growth: starting a new relationship, becoming a parent, changing careers. Were these moments free of fear? Or was fear part of the experience? Often the things that matter most scare us a little. Fear testifies to how much we care. Don't read fear as a stop sign. See it as a yield sign. Proceed with awareness and gentleness. Befriend the fear. When health anxiety arises, see it as a reminder to cherish the present. When fear shows up before a difficult conversation, notice it means the relationship matters. Don't push fear away. Learn from it. It often points to our tender heart. The goal is not to be fearless, but to be courageous enough to feel fear and keep your heart open. And now, let us act. 2 gentle practices. First, when you feel a wave of fear, name it. This is fear. Place a hand over your heart. Say, "It's okay, I can be with this feeling." That naming and allowing can soften fear's grip. Second, pick one small thing you've avoided because of fear. It could be trying a new recipe or joining a new class. Today, take one tiny step toward it. hold the fear with kindness as you move. Our 15th principle is the habit of saving. In Napoleon Hill's time, this meant one thing: systematically saving a percentage of your income to build financial independence. This is, without a doubt, wise advice that provides security and freedom. For the golden years, we will expand this principle. Saving is not just accumulation of money. It is the conscious preservation of our most valuable, non-renewable resources: energy, our attention, our peace of mind. Cultivating the habit of saving these assets is a cornerstone of a serene, fulfilled life. Think of your daily energy as a finite bank account. Every interaction, every task, every worry. Some activities are small withdrawals. Others can drain your account completely. The habit of saving means becoming a wise steward of your vitality. It means learning to say no to commitments that exhaust you. It means choosing to spend time with people who replenish your spirit, not those who deplete it. Save your precious energy for what truly matters: your loved ones, your passions, your own well-being. Become a saver of your attention. 1,000 things compete for our focus every minute. The news, social media, advertisements. Saving attention means consciously choosing where to place your focus. Save it from the endless cycle of outrage and distraction. Invest it in a good book, a deep conversation, a beautiful piece of music. The simple wonder of the natural world. Where we place our attention determines the quality of our life. Ultimately, this leads to saving our most precious commodity: peace of mind. Save energy from draining activities and attention from needless distractions to create a buffer of inner calm. This is our true wealth, the peace that lets us weather storms with grace, quiet contentment that cannot be bought at any price. Become conscious conservers. Protect inner resources with the same diligence as financial savings. Know that inner peace is our greatest treasure. Our 16th principle is cooperation. For Napoleon Hill, cooperation was the practical application of the mastermind principle. It was about coordinating effort between people to achieve a specific business objective, emphasizing harmony and efficiency. For us, cooperation takes on a broader, more soulful meaning. It is moving through the world with a spirit of shared purpose, recognizing our profound interdependence. We are all part of a larger whole: our family, our community, the world. Our well-being is intrinsically linked to the well-being of others. It's the music we make when we play our individual notes in harmony. In later years, this spirit can blossom beautifully, as simple as cooperation between two partners in a long, loving marriage, working together to navigate changes that come with age. Cooperation within a family as generations support one another. In a community garden, neighbors till the soil, plant the seeds, and share the harvest. A move away from competitive youthfulness toward collaboration. Think of geese in V formation. They cooperate instinctively. Lead goose breaks the air to help those behind. When it tires, another leads. They call out to encourage each other. A perfect metaphor for human cooperation. It's about sharing burdens, offering encouragement, and knowing we go farther together than alone. Look for chances to create this supportive harmony in relationships. A profoundly peaceful way to live. From cooperation rather than competition, interactions become smoother and more joyful. We look for win-win solutions. We listen more deeply. We assume the best in others. A mindset shift from me to we. Every person we meet is a potential partner, not an obstacle. Cultivate cooperation and you ease your life and help create a kinder, more harmonious world. That's really the heart of it. Section 8. Principle 17. Contribution, your lasting legacy. We have arrived at our final principle, the 17th step on our path: contribution. This is the beautiful culmination of all that has come before. Hill called it the golden rule applied. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you, a foundation for harmonious relationships. We will embrace this and expand it into the crowning purpose of our later years, the joy of contribution. This is where all the wisdom we have gathered turns outward. This is where all the love we have cultivated turns outward. This is where all the peace we have found turns outward, in gentle service to the world. This is our legacy. Your contribution does not need to be a grand, world-changing act. The most meaningful contributions are often small. They are quiet. They are deeply personal. Your legacy is not a monument of stone. It is the warmth you leave in the hearts of others. It is the wisdom you share with a grandchild. It is the kindness you show to a stranger. It is the garden you tend that brings a moment of beauty to a passerby. It is the story of your life, shared with vulnerability and love, that helps someone else feel less alone. Your contribution is the unique light that only you can shine. Think of your life as a tree. Over many decades, it has grown deep roots. It has weathered storms. It has developed a strong, sturdy trunk. Now, in its mature season, its primary purpose is to offer its gifts to the world. It provides shade for those who need rest. It provides fruit for those who are hungry. It provides a home for the birds. It does not strive or strain. It simply is, and in its being, it gives. This is the nature of contribution in our later years. It flows naturally from who we have become. It is the simple, joyful sharing of our being. This final principle brings our journey full circle. We began by seeking a definiteness of purpose, and we find it here, in the simple act of giving. Faith, persistence, cooperation, self-knowledge. These are the roots and branches that make this final offering possible. There is a profound peace and fulfillment that comes from shifting our focus from what we can get to what we can give. It is the ultimate expression of a life well lived. Your contribution is the final, beautiful note in the song of your life, a note that will echo in the world long after you are gone. Table of Contents, Part 5. Conclusion. Section 1. Gathering the Threads, a Tapestry of Fulfillment. Section 1. Gathering the Threads, a Tapestry of Fulfillment. We have now walked our 17 steps together, you know. We have journeyed from the quiet intention of a definite purpose to the final beautiful offering of contribution. Each principle, like a single thread, may seem simple on its own. Now, at the end of our path, we can see how these threads have woven together. They have created a beautiful and intricate tapestry, a tapestry of a fulfilled life, rich with meaning, peace, and quiet joy. A masterpiece you alone can create in the golden years, one gentle stitch at a time. Napoleon Hill's wisdom, born in ambition, finds a new home in our gentler season. These ideas softened and reinterpreted, tools for inner peace, not worldly gain. Growth does not end at 50 or 60 or 70. It simply changes form. Less about building, more about being. Less about achieving, more about appreciating. Fulfillment is not a race but a slow, meandering walk toward a peaceful horizon. Remember the core. Turn inward. Be your own kindest friend. Be your own wisest counselor. Speak gently to yourself. Trust the quiet whispers of intuition. See your life's wisdom as a treasure. Make clear, calm decisions. Persist with gentle consistency. Channel your passion into new, meaningful forms. This inner work is the foundation, a sanctuary no storm can shake. We gather these 17 threads into our hands. Definiteness of purpose, faith, autosuggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decision, persistence, the mastermind, transmutation, the subconscious and brain, the sixth sense, fear, saving, cooperation, contribution. They are no longer just a list. They are part of you, a map, a set of tools, a source of comfort. Your companions for the beautiful journey ahead. Section 2. Your gentle path forward. A 3-day beginning. The journey does not end here. This is simply a new beginning. Wisdom, when not acted upon, is like a seed that is never planted. The true magic happens when we take these ideas and gently weave them into the fabric of our daily lives. To help you begin this practice, I offer you a simple 3-day starter plan. It is a gentle invitation to continue the rhythm we have practiced together, quote, reflect, act. This is not a rigid assignment, but a loving suggestion. a way to carry the warmth of our time together into the days ahead, making it a living part of your experience. On the first day, I invite you to choose just one of the 17 principles. Pick the one that speaks most quietly and deeply to your heart right now. Perhaps it is the calm of decision, or the warmth of community, or the gentle guidance of your sixth sense. Find the quote we used for that principle. Write it down. Place it somewhere you will see it. Throughout the day, let that single piece of wisdom be your companion. Reflect on what it means to you in this moment. At the end of the day, choose one small, simple action that embodies its spirit. Just one. On the second day, you might choose another principle, or you may wish to stay with the first one, letting its roots grow a little deeper. Alongside this, I suggest you begin a small, calming ritual. This could be a breathing practice. For just 3 minutes in the morning, sit and focus on the gentle rhythm of your breath. Inhale peace, exhale worry. Or it could be a journaling ritual. At the end of the day, write down 3 small things you are grateful for. This simple habit of breathing or journaling creates a space of quiet in your day, a sanctuary for your soul. On the third day, as you continue with your chosen principle and your quiet ritual, I invite you to begin one small creative project. This does not have to be a grand masterpiece. It is about the process, not the product. It could be as simple as buying a new plant to care for. It could be finding a recipe you have always wanted to try. It could be starting a puzzle or writing the first sentence of a letter to a loved one. This small act of creation is a way to channel your passion, to engage your imagination, and to bring a little more beauty into your world. Section 3. A final reflection, from sunset to starlight. As our time together comes to a close, let us rest in a final, quiet reflection. The 17 principles, in the end, all point to a simple, profound truth. A fulfilled life is woven from the threads of our daily moments. It is found in the way we choose our guiding purpose, even if that purpose is simply to be kind. It is found in the way we speak to ourselves when no one else is listening. It is found in the warmth of the friends we gather around our table. It is found in the curiosity that keeps us moving and learning. And it is found in the gentle way we give of ourselves to the world. Think of your life as a long, beautiful day. You have known the fresh dawn of youth, the bright sun of midday, and now you are entering the soft, golden light of late afternoon. This is not a time of ending, but a time of deepening. The shadows grow long, revealing the texture of the landscape in a way the harsh midday sun never could. This is a time of immense beauty, of profound wisdom, and of quiet, sacred peace. It is a time to be savored, to be cherished, and to be lived with a full and open heart. Your journey has prepared you for the beauty of this moment. The invitation from here is simple. Live each day with gentle intention. Let your purpose be your guide, let faith be your comfort, and let love be your action. Know that your life is a story of immense value, a unique and unrepeatable masterpiece. The world is richer for having you in it. Your experiences, your wisdom, your laughter, and your love are a precious gift. Continue to share that gift in your own quiet way. Continue to tend to the garden of your own soul, knowing that it will continue to blossom in new and surprising ways for all the days to come. And so, we leave you here, at the threshold of your own continuing journey. May you walk it with grace, with peace, and with a deep and abiding sense of your own worth. The sun is setting on our time together. But look, the stars are beginning to appear, each one a point of light, a point of possibility. Your path forward is lit by the quiet, steady glow of your own inner wisdom. Trust it. Follow it. It will always guide you home. Live well and be at peace.